Howdy folks, welcome to episode 2 of 10 pubs you must visit. Now in this episode, after the success of episode 1 last week, I thought we've got to put out a real good mix in here. So I've got food pubs, I've got quirky pubs, I've got micro pubs, and I've got old pubs for you. And I tell you what, it doesn't get much older than the first pub up today. This is the ye old trip to Jerusalem. So join me for a look around one of the country's oldest pubs, the world's oldest pubs. And I'm so good, I'm even taking you down into the cellar. Enjoy the ye old trip to Jerusalem. Okay, now here you are in for a serious treat, because this lays claim to being the oldest inn in England. In fact, it even says it on the... This is ye old trip to Jerusalem in Nottingham, and it's built into the cave network. So up there is Nottingham Castle, and underneath in here you can literally walk through the caves and the cellar and everything else. And it is actually one of the most beautiful old pubs you will see anywhere in the world. Probably one of the oldest pubs in the world. As I said, there are a few that lay claim to being the oldest, including the old Fighting Cocks in St Albans, building from 893 AD, that is. But obviously it wasn't a public house when it was first made. So that is the difference, potentially, when laying claim to being the oldest. But let's take you inside here and show you around. It's beautiful. I'm going to try and get this filmed before it gets too busy. Follow me. This is such a gorgeous little place. You've got alcovey snug and stuff down here. I mean, how many pubs have got suits of armour and things like that in? But as I said to you, it is built into the cave network. So you can literally see the cave walls in here everywhere you go. Always a good selection of ales and stuff on. But come with me into here. I mean, look at this. Some of these share. I mean, you think this is from 1189 AD, this. So you imagine the amount of people that have walked to these floors and sat in here over the years. It is a properly stunning, beautiful little place. And this, now I've heard this referred to before as being the haunted snug. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. But it is certainly, I mean, the grandfather clock alone looks quite spooky, isn't it? But look at how gorgeous it is in here. It just, you walk in here and it feels old. So I don't know what Ward convenience store was, whether there was an actual store in here originally, maybe. But everything about this, and the minute you walk in, looks and feels old. So there you go, the haunted snug on the door. I mean, I personally have felt ghostly presences in here over the years when I've been sat in here, so I can say that's probably true. But this is the downstairs area of the trip to Jerusalem, and I think you will agree with me that it is pretty special, isn't it? I wander out. There's a little courtyard down here as well. Great for it's always packed. We said whenever this place. I've got here quite early today to make sure I can get the video done. But whenever this place is open, it is always absolutely rammed. So let's take you up here to another one of the stories. This is a great story, because this room, again, look at the room. How beautiful is it? We'll take you up here before we tell you the story. So again, it's like walking through parts of the caves, and this is where I personally think I spied a ghost at one time. Sat up here drinking with Holly, my wife, and could have sworn someone came up this little corridor behind me to collect some glasses, and we were sat there. She got up here to collect them, and then she wasn't there anymore. So I don't know, maybe I just wanted it to be haunted. Let's go back down here and show you this. So this is the cursed galleon, and it's locked in that case, for those who don't know, because literally the last 3 people that tried to clean that ever took a cloth or anything like that to try and clean it, died very soon after. So they called it the cursed galleon. They locked it in that glass case, and it is never to be removed again. There you go, there you have it. Ye old trip to Jerusalem in Nottingham. Something pretty special, isn't it? Now, before we go anywhere, I've managed to convince Carl to take us downstairs and show us downstairs. So let's follow Carl. This is pretty special down here. Oh, the old trip cellar tour. Oh, it's nice and cool down here. Just look at the cave. So everything in this place is all built into the cave network, and it is just. If anyone's ever watched my video from the Bell Inn as well, very similar sort of setup down here to that. And all these caves, am I right in saying, link underneath the city, don't they? They all link somewhere.
Yeah, so ours would have been linked back to the castle.
Yeah.
And then further up from the castle, linked to the rest of the city. So that's how they used to. That's how the family escaped from the castle to the royal children.
Superb. Superb. Wow.
So this bit was this actually goes back to the 1060s time. So basically, this was the original jail.
Yeah.
So when they first started building the castle, this was like an overnight jail area.
Wow. And we think our prisons are bad these days. I can't imagine being locked in here overnight or anything like that.
And then you if you can see in the top there's like a hatch in the top of the ceiling.
Yeah.
And that takes you to the old pub, which was called the Pilgrim.
Just there. Wow.
And this all would have linked to the other pub that would have been on the corner, called the Gatehouse as well.
Wow.
So originally there was 3 pubs from about 1760 right through to 1810 that all serviced here.
Absolutely, mate. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. I hope you did as well. What did I tell you? They don't get much more special or spectacular than that, do you? That's one you have to visit. In Nottingham city centre, it is just an absolute gem of a place. But we ain't stopping there. We are going to go all the way up to Edinburgh now. So last November, we went up north of the border for a look at some of the oldest and most haunted pubs around Edinburgh. And rumour has it, this one is the most haunted. This is the Banshee Labyrinth. Occasionally with what we do, we get to go and revisit places, and this one is a little bit of a cobbled together feature because there's 2 visits here in one for you. I felt that I really needed to show off just how good Bridge Street Alehouse in Newcastle-under-Lyme really is, because we went once and we loved it so much that we went back. And we kind of became friends with Grum, the landlord there, and we just loved the place. So here is a good snippet from Bridge Street Alehouse that even includes their 10th birthday party celebrations from just a few weeks back. This place is damn good. Newcastle-under-Lyme has a lot to offer, and Bridge Street Alehouse, right up there. So right, we've come round, so we did downtown, and that was all right. That, honestly, I would go there late night, that felt fun. But this was one of the reasons we come to Coventry today, was third birthday of Hopster Moor, one of our favourite little micro pubs of the whole crawl so far. Wicked little place run by lovely people. Super beer selection on as well. Honestly, I can't wait to get back in here and celebrate their third birthday with them. So we're going to cross this busy road and head on in to Hopster Moor. Third birthday party today. Super little place this. What did I tell you? I said I love it. Look at these. These guys are like, give us a wave. YouTube famous tomorrow. YouTube regulars that love the place, and I can see why. This is one of those places that I said, oh, when we go somewhere to a city or a town and something sticks in my mind to the point that you remember it forever, this is one of those places. It's just a fantastic little micro pub, so friendly. There's a wall of fame over there. I'm going up on there later, I promise you. But look at this. What a great little place. Hive of activity, little garden and stuff outside as well. But this is Mr. Hops. This is Mrs. Hops. Third birthday party today. It's buzzing, and it should be, because it's brilliant. Come to Coventry. Come and do something. Come here. Come here. They're lovely. The beer choice is second to none. The beer board, brilliant. Come and see these guys, because honestly, I absolutely love this place. Honestly, what's not to love about that place? It's just such a magical little pub. Anytime I'm in Coventry, Hopster Moor right on my agenda. Tell you what, let's go up the M1 a little bit now for number 4. So we're going to head up towards Sheffield, just on the side of Worksop, little place called Kiveton Park, and this is the Kiveton Tap. And my God, was I impressed when I went there a couple of weeks ago. The next village along from Wales is called Kiveton Park. Dead easy to get the train to here. I've actually got a couple of train stations as well. So although it's a village, because I have just double checked, it's more like a small town, a massive village, small town. But yeah, Kiveton Park is the village name, and my next stop is going to be the Kiveton Tap. Now I followed these on Facebook for a while. Always look to have an absolutely banging selection of craft beers, cans, all sorts going on in there. So I'm very much looking forward to this one, and it'll be my second stop of the day. Not bad, is it, getting some craft beer in on stop number 2? I love that. I told you this is one that I was looking forward to, didn't I? And I mean, sometimes I get it right as well. Like, this is phenomenal. So, constantly changing beer board, always 6 on. The Lucas, the Thornbridge lager, stays on all the time. It's a really good lager, that. But the other 5, constantly changing when they run out. And this is what's coming on. So you can see it is banger after banger after banger on here. And a lovely little setup. This is, so, right, let me run you through the history of this. This place was opened as a bottle shop from the end of March. And only 6 weeks ago today, as I filmed this, they opened as a tap room as well, after a war with the council, the local council, and planning permission and all that, of trying to get it put in place and opened properly. And I'm pleased to say they've managed it, and that is what they've already been through just in that 6 weeks. Pretty impressive, that, isn't it? This is Mark. Give us a wave, mates. Yeah, he's a good guy, right? And he has a fantastic. They opened as a bottle shop, and there are some absolute belters in here. And I said, you know that when I say we like to cover pubs of all sorts, all shapes and sizes, but you know what my favourite places are. You know it's places like this, and for a very good reason. So make sure you pop out here and visit, because this is well worth it. I mean, the fridges are not all. There is so much stock on here. If you're a Vault City fan, you will find plenty on here that you've not tried. I can guarantee you, because I can see ones that I haven't tried, and I've tried most of them. So get yourselves down here. Just look. The great breweries go on and on and on. And I've been speaking to Mark, you have to have a passion for this type of thing to be able to do it. And it oozes passion. So you know that you're going to get a credible place with some great product and things going on. So if you like your craft beer, so there's a wonderful Yonder selection on here as well. So Yonder are one of my favourite breweries. If you're passionate about your beers, this is a village that desperately needed something like that, because the only other pub in the village that we're going to go to next is a Sam Smith's pub. No other pub actually in the village. So it is nice to know that Kiveton Park now has a place as epic as this. Don't I take you some good places? Sometimes with what we do though, it is honestly, it's just all about the food and we've been trying to find the best Sunday lunch in the entire country. And honestly, I think we did it a few months back in Lincolnshire, village of Navenby. This one's the King's Head. This is a tomahawk steak Sunday roast, and my word is it special. You've even got subtitles on this one. This is where we are, the King's Head at Navenby, and it is a little beauty. So let's go in and show you what they've got to offer inside. A little walking tour of the pub before we do anything else. So it's beautiful. It's low ceilings. It's obviously an old pub out here in the village. It's remote to get to Navenby, by the way, again, but it's well worth coming out here. Beautiful looking pub, look. Gorgeous rooms all the way around. All the reserves, got like 100 and something in booked for. See, Holly is here. That's his Des. All the beers on. Got some real ales on. Let's have a wander around. Oh, sorry, thank you. Have a wander around and show you the rest of this place, because it's well worth having a look at, trust me. It's absolutely stunning, and we haven't even got into that kitchen yet to show you how good that is. But this is an absolute beauty of a place. Stuart, the landlord, he is South African, and he's brought a little bit of home, a little bit of South African touches in here. Look at these as well. Look, they're pretty cool, aren't they? But it is a wicked looking place, isn't it? I'm so excited for this, in case you couldn't tell. So let's get on with it. The best things about doing this is being able to wander around the kitchens and show you some of the magic happening. I mean, so we've got this tomahawk steak coming as well. But these are some of the roasts they're playing up. But look at the cauliflower cheese for a start. But look at these. Now that's a Sunday roast and a half on it. That is an absolute beauty. The roast potatoes, everything in here looks and smells phenomenal. Now they're going to put that tomahawk steak on in a minute. I said I'm going to show you the process of that, but those Sunday roasts already look absolutely belting. The magic is about to happen. Look at where this is being put. Look at Bertha over here in the corner. In she can look at that. Look at that. Oh, quick wander into to check on my tomahawk in there. Pull that out for me, chef. Go on. Look at that. Amazing. Before I tuck into that tomahawk, they've got a chicken liver parfait starter on. People would have a look, because hey, why not show you everything they've got to offer? And this is the presentation on this. Look at that. So it's an apricot chutney. It's all homemade, all this. So let's get our lips around this and see what we think. For a penny, in for a pound. Let's get that. Look at that. That looks pretty phenomenal to me. So we bung a bit of apricot on it. Let's bung a little bit of the apricot on as well, for good measure. There we go. Look at that with the apricot on. Oh yeah. The apricot really adds to the flavour, brings everything out in that. The crouton bread, crunchy, superb. The chicken liver parfait, absolutely brilliantly done. That's a stunning little starter. That is a great little special. You can tell I really didn't enjoy that chicken liver parfait. Lies. That was absolutely superb. I was just reliably informed by Stuart the steak is resting, which I think is what I'm going to need to do after I've had this. But just look at that. How amazing does that look? Absolute perfection. Can't forget the bone. That is a mixed roast and a half. That and these. Here it is. Here's the star of the show. Look at some of this. Lovely. Thank you very much. Wow.
Bone marrow butter, the beef roasted gravy, peppercorn sauce, and our homemade monkey gland sauce.
Homemade monkey gland sauce.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Wow. Just exquisite, isn't it? I'm so impressed. Honestly, I don't even know where to start, but I mean, it's going to have to be with a piece of this tomahawk, isn't it? But look, honestly, look at that. That, medium rare, cooked to perfection. It is the whole place is a 10 out of 10. Honestly, what can I say? That I haven't said already. That is the best Sunday roast. That's some of the best food, whether it be Sunday, whatever day of the week it is. That's some of the best food I've ever had. That tomahawk steak, so juicy. The sauces that go with it were immaculate. The veg, the potatoes, everything about it was just absolutely incredible. Pretty good, huh? I can still taste that. It's honestly one of the best things I've ever put in my mouth. But anyone who's followed this channel for a while will know we love a rock pub. And occasionally you find a rock or live music pub that really stands out and gives you everything you could possibly want. And this next one, the Feathers Inn over in Lichfield, this ticks all of your rock pub boxes. Just look at the setup these guys have got. Whew. Next up is the Feathers. This is a live music venue. I was really looking forward to that on Thursdays, but they very kindly offered to show me around, let me in and make sure I didn't get in a video. It's got such a great reputation, it would have been a real shame to have not been able to get in it, so I'm really grateful to them for doing it. While we're outside, let's have a look at this absolute phenomenal looking beer garden. That is a thing of beauty, and with the sun shining down on it, that's only going to get better, isn't it? Great looking little pub this. Yeah, I said great reputation for live music and everything else. It was highly shouted out and recommended to me on the page. So let's go in and see what all the fuss is about. Oh my God, I don't know where to start. So it's a family run business, but I understand exactly why. Everybody said to me, you have to be able to go to the Feathers. Right, they don't open Thursdays because they have ticketed events on Thursday evenings. Some Thursdays they have ticketed events. So Thursdays became their closed days so that people know that that's the one time of the week that you're going to pay perhaps to come in, is if they've got something like a tribute band or something on a Thursday night. So I get it. Setup. Look at the setup here for bands to play. So tribute bands, whoever, they have an open mic on a Tuesday, and I've just seen some video footage because over here, so those cameras set up on the DJ side. I mean, this alone, any of you techie people, any of you lighting, sound engineers or guys like that, there's a whole thing under here. And these cameras set up, and it literally makes the band or whoever's doing open mic look like an absolute star. It's fantastic. Gig list looks immense. I'm going to keep an eye out on things so that I can get up here. Massive tribute to the Beatles on the wall. It is a fantastic. I mean, they're lovely people, lovely people. Ever so passionate about what they do as well. The daughter of the family as well is called Tilly Kingston. She's just signed a 3-album deal with Sony Records. So keep your eyes open for her doing stuff. Have a look at what they've got on the bar. But honestly, this is absolutely fantastic. I love everything about it. And the drink selection alone is brilliant. The passion, you can hear the passion in their voices when they talk about what they've got. That beer garden, top to bottom, super pub. Absolute banger, glad to be. I really love Lichfield, and trust me, the Feathers won't be the only Lichfield pub featured in this series within the coming weeks. But let's go from Lichfield to another town that I really do have an affinity with. Absolutely love the place. I love the town of Leek. And aside from that, I love a Belgian bar. So put a Belgian bar in Leek, the chances are it's going to float my boat. And believe me, this one certainly does. Den Engel in Leek. It's mwah, chef's kiss good. Just there. And my next is this beauty. Followed these on Facebook for a while. Guy didn't get it last time. When I found out there was a Belgian beer bar and I didn't get to it last time, I was really upset. So I'm very happy to be going in to Den Engel. That's my 6th stop of the day. Honestly, you know my feelings on Belgian beer bars. And this is a particularly amazing one. Honestly, it's fantastic. Got some guests on. Let's start over here. We're the guests. Obviously, we know Red Willow, Dancing Duck, Beartown. We know these. So we're some familiar breweries up on there. Thank you. And this, look, La Chouffe. I've got myself into plenty of trouble with that in a mid-afternoon beer. It's not a mid-afternoon beer for any of you thinking it is. And that is why, look, so up there, third one down, you can read it for yourselves. It's strong Belgian ale, 8%. When they say it's a strong Belgian ale, you listen. Take my word for it, you listen. Don't start on that in the middle of the afternoon. But do have it at other times because it's wonderful. But what a wicked looking, isn't it? What a phenomenal place it is in general. Gotta love it, anyhow. Gotta love the vibe in it. I love the atmosphere, I love the vibe. I love the landlady, Susanna, she's absolutely lovely. It's just a nice bar. And look at this. Look, they have been kind enough to gift me. I feel like a merch van when I'm walking home night. A Den Engel hoodie. Look at that. Love it. Wicked. Pretty good, eh? Has about another old one for you then. So let's go to Digbeth over in Birmingham, where we went on New Year's Eve. And we stumbled across this, not knowing anything about it before we got there. The oldest pub in Birmingham, some people have told me. I don't know if that's true or not. Certainly the oldest pub in Digbeth. It's called the Old Crown. And again, it's got a tale to tell. Have a look. Okay, so we've made it to Digbeth. It's only been about a 10-12 minute walk, so not too bad from my hotel at all. The Rainbow that we were going to stop at first isn't until the evening, but it is New Year's Eve, so we're not really sure what we'll find open and what order, so it might be a bit of a higgledy-piggledy way round today. However, the next pub down, the Old Crown, which on its outside says from 1368, and I'm going to step out, just have a look at this. What a beautiful looking building. That one, the door's open, so that's definitely open. So stop number 2 of the day is going to be the Old Crown. This one is absolutely beautiful. There's a big history board of the Old Crown here. So from 1368, the building, a Tudor building. In 1575, Queen Elizabeth I rested her head here, apparently, on her way home from attending a party at Kenilworth Castle. And also, behind me, there is a beautiful well. That is also, it's thought to be 30 feet deep, and 1,000 years ago, it actually sunk. Madness. I'm going to take you through. So this is a beautiful well. Let's have a look. Try not to drop my phone down there. I've even holding it with 2 hands. Yep, I wouldn't want to fall down there. A lovely garden area, and it's just lovely alcoves, rustic feeling. It's beautifully decked out, the pub, in general. And they've got a really good little selection of stuff. Good for craft beer drinkers. A lovely selection of stuff on the bar. 3 hand pulls, neck oil and gamma ray, which I like. Just a gorgeous old pub this. Really impressed. Occasionally with what we do, we get to go and revisit places, and this one is a little bit of a cobbled together feature because there's 2 visits here in one for you. I felt that I really needed to show off just how good Bridge Street Alehouse in Newcastle-under-Lyme really is, because we went once and we loved it so much that we went back, and we kind of became friends with Grum, the landlord there, and we just love the place. So here is a good snippet from Bridge Street Alehouse that even includes their 10th birthday party celebrations from just a few weeks back. This place is damn good. Newcastle-under-Lyme has a lot to offer, and Bridge Street Alehouse right up there. Embridge Pub said, you know what you're getting on to. They do what they do better than Harvesters, Beefeaters, things like that. They know what you're getting though. But we've dipped out of our original plan because we had to come back and see and revisit Bridge Street Alehouse. This little beauty on, actually might be able to guess by the name, Bridge Street. Because the landlord, Grum, this wonderful gentleman here, the landlord, he keeps me entertained like hell on Facebook all the time. Local legend. And we had to come and see him again. So we've dipped out of what we were doing to get back to Bridge Street in Newcastle-under-Lyme to come to Bridge Street Alehouse. I'll show you what it's like inside. A wicked little place. It's in the Newcastle-under-Lyme video last time anyway, but wicked little place. So we're dipping into this before we go off and do the Harts Hill Mile. Happy days. Dale, I hear you ask, when you've got so many pubs to do in one day, why do you go back to places that you've already been to? Sometimes I do that because I just know I'm going to get a great beer. And look at this. Have excelled themselves with this shot of porter. And I can honestly say that it's one of the best things I have had all year so far. But I love this place. It is a wicked little gaff. I can't say fairer than that. Like, if you come to Newcastle, you can't come and not come and see these guys because the beer's great, the welcome's great. It's just exceptional. And I'm going to go and enjoy my chocolate from Tiny Rebel. Mwah. Well done, lads. Time has caught up with us and pressed on. It's gone 10 now. And obviously one of the major points of coming back to Newcastle today was to celebrate the 10th birthday. 10th birthday. It's good for a pub these days of Grum and Bridge Street Ale House. So this is our final port of call for the evening. It is such a wicked place. You've seen the videos from around it before, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a great little place. Grum is such a good guy, he's a character. He's spotted me, so I'm gonna have to stop saying nice things about him, and we're gonna go and spend some time in here. So Bridge Street Ale House, final stop of the night. Honestly, I absolutely love this place. It's wicked, it's great to see it so for the birthday. Hello, hello. Hi, I'll talk to you in a minute. It's great to see it so busy. Sorry, I'm in the middle here. But we can't go anywhere. We've had a little cuddle with Grum, and we've said happy birthday. So how does it feel? You're 10 years old. You look good for it.
Hasn't it gone quick?
You look good. It has gone quick. You look good for it, mate. It's been a pleasure.
I'm 23. Look at me.
23, mate. I've been 37 for 6 years, so you can be 23. But mate, thank you for having us. It's been a pleasure. Looking like this all weekend, and it's working. It's been a privilege to be here, and we're off. Kiveton Tap for me. That was Bridge Street Ale House's 10th birthday party. Honestly, it's lovely to see that so busy. Grum's such a good guy, and it's just such a great pub. So there's 9 for you, but this series is called 10 pubs you must visit. So that must mean we're lacking one, and this one lacks nothing. Trust me, this is an all-round banging pub. It's up Sheffield side, Kelham Island side of Sheffield. We're actually going back to Kelham Island very, very soon, and this one you can guarantee this is going to be included once again on the route. This is the Shakespeare in Sheffield. My word, top to bottom, what a pub. This next stop is one of Sheffield's best pubs. So you know what, honestly, if Trevor says it's one of Sheffield's best pubs, I want it to listen. Shouted out to us an awful lot on the post this was. It's called the Shakespeare, and I can already tell from the outside of that I'm going to absolutely love it in there. So the Shakespeare, stop number 2 of the day. Trevor's 2 for 2 on the, look at some of the things in here. I've gone for this sour IPA, and it is absolutely fantastic. Look at the choice in here. The 30th edition of Beartown Brewery's birthday bear. And just some absolutely... I particularly like the fact that they're called Shakespeare's on the sign up there. Trevor's been brave. It's Pride Day and he's gone for Pride. How is it?
It's quite happy.
He's quite happy with that. That's good. Fantastic little pub. This absolutely, and I'm loving this. A bit more around in it. It is wicked. Some of this. What an absolutely belting little pub full of quirky little rooms. And it is honestly absolutely fantastic, this is. Hello. Brilliant little place. Old school jukebox. Got a really decent sized beer garden at the back. So, yeah, safe to say, I'm very, very impressed so far. I absolutely loved Shakespeare. Thought that was absolutely belting. There you have it, folks. Episode 2 in the bag of 10 pubs you must visit. So there's 20 suggestions already in this series for you. And hey, to make this one, I got to wander around a Morrison's car park in the sunshine. You know, happy days all round. I'm going to go and get myself a beer in there now. Anyway, episode 3 will be coming soon. So people seem to react to this quite well. Let's keep these going. Make sure you keep hitting these up. If you don't subscribe already, please do. Thanks for watching, guys. Episode 3 will be with you certainly within the next few days.